Okay, so for this next DIY no sew fall pillow project, these are some of the items that you're going to need. So I picked up this pillow cover insert, so to speak, and these are just the kind that have the zipper to where you can put in your current existing pillow and give it a little facelift and change it out without having to purchase a new pillow. And this is just in a canvasy, burlap-y type of fabric, I want to say, and it's just plain white, and I picked up two. And I also picked up this little gingham style buffalo check pattern dish towel, hand towel, if you will. And also we're going to be trying out some of this liquid adhesive glue that we got from the Dollar Tree. And I do apologize, guys. I'm filming with my windows open, so if you hear some children in the background, that's why. But I picked up this liquid adhesive glue, and it says it's good for embellishments on wood, plastic, leather, fabric, and also I'm going to try giving it a shot with this glue, and if all else fails I'll just break out the trusty old glue gun. But I figured I'd try it with this so that it doesn't you know, leave marks and bumps. And then I'm going to use some of this corded satin ribbon that I picked up, and it's just like it's kind of like corded. It's round, it's not flat if you can see it on camera, and I'm going to be using this as an embellishment as well, and then my trusty scissors. So if you're interested in seeing how all of this comes together in terms of a fall pillow, then you're just gonna have to stay tuned and continue watching. Well, I thought I was recording as I was freehanding this leaf pattern, and I must have hit pause instead of play, and it did not record. Anywho, however, nothing that I can't explain. So as I showed you, I just folded the towel in half, the hand towel, and so it was doubled, and so I was able to cut out two using that one hand towel. So now I wanted to show you also, I knew I was going to need like a cardboard or something to put inside the insert so that while I'm gluing the leaf down, it doesn't stick to the back. And the only thing that I can find that was square, sorry for moving the camera, guys, that I can fit in here was this 2019 calendar that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. So I'm going to be using this. So if you see this through the thing and you find it kind of weird, I'm just using it to keep the two fabrics from fusing together. So now I'm going to put this back inside, and we're going to measure out the center where we want to put the leaf, and we're going to go and start gluing down. This particular fabric that we're working with does have a lot of fray. I can tell you that right now. So that's where this little corded rope is going to come into play, because I'm going to try to seal in some of the fray and form, you know, sort of a edging around the leaf pattern itself, and hopefully that'll work out. So now I'm trying to see where I want the placement of the leaf so that when I put my pillow inside, you know, it's in the middle. So I'm pretty sure this is where I want to have it placed. So now it's all about turning it around and putting some of this glue on. And so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the edges first and then in the middle, and then I'm going to try to spread it out with this popsicle stick so that it doesn't bulk up and it doesn't show the lines you know, underneath the fabric. So let's just go for it and see what happens. Hopefully this will work and I won't have to whip out the glue gun because I hate having to burn my fingers with these kind of projects. So I had to wet the fabric as much as I could with the glue, and I spread it out with the popsicle stick because we really want this to adhere. And so now here goes nothing. We're just going to flip the fabric over and we're going to set it down, and hopefully this will do the trick. And this is where we have it. So I'm guessing this looks about right, and I'm not even gonna stress about, maybe some of the edges not being glued down so much, because remember, I am going to be going over top with this corded rope, so that'll do the trick once I glue this down. However, what I should have done was iron this insert out before I glued this down, but too late now. Let's just pretend that I ironed out the wrinkles, and so bear with me on that. But so far, okay, so I'm liking the way it's looking. So now we're gonna go and we're going to start following along the edges of the leaf with this cord, just to kind of seal in the fray. Okay, let me just say that even though this glue worked to adhere the gingham fabric, the buffalo check, onto the pillow insert itself, it does not, however, work for the corded rope. For some reason, I tried it and it just made a big mess all over the place and came right out. So I had to resort to using this Beacon Magnatac 809 glue, and so this is what I'll be doing. I'll just be going around the perimeter and making a thin line, and then, gluing it down accordingly with this, because yeah, that other glue is just not working. And so the only thing is that this glue is very messy, so as I go around, I gotta continue patting it with the tissue to pick up some of the excess glue. But I'm just going to continue going around it accordingly until I meet again at the top. This is where I started at. This is my starting point, so I'm going to continue to go around until I meet back at the starting point. So we're coming upon the closing of the leaf here, and I just wanted to show you, if you notice, I did not cut it at any given time. I left the cording connected to the row, and this way I can just cut it off at the starting point, and it'll be one cohesive even rope. However, you can just leave it as is, and not this corded rope is totally optional. You could have just left it, or I could have just left it exactly as was, and it would have been, a more rustic, kind of like a farmhouse look. But, in the interest of it being a finished, cohesive piece, I wanted a more polished look, and is why I chose to add this cording. However, I noticed that as I've been patting the glue seepage, pieces of this tissue have been getting stuck to the fabric too. So I'm probably going to have to go around and trim, because it's not exactly even, and you still can see some of the fray underneath. But yeah, we'll have to go back and fix that afterwards. But I just wanted to show you how I'm coming upon the closure here, and I'm just going to glue it down, close it out, and cut it off at the tip of the starting point, right where we started, and this will be the end of the leaf. Okay, so now for the moment of truth. I just wanted to show that I did go ahead and I got these little they're cuticle scissors, and I intricately went over all the little, areas where there was still some shedding, because it was small enough to get around the cording so that it could look more polished. So now we're just going to take that calendar out the center, And it's just a matter of putting our insert in and calling it a finished project, because that's all she wrote. So I have my little pillow insert, and I'm going to stuff it inside, and we shall see the result. And now we just gotta close this guy up. And there you have it, guys. A nifty little fall inspired buffalo check leaf pattern throw pillow, a decorative pillow. And this required no sewing whatsoever, just a little glue and some. And now we just gotta close this guy up. And there you have it, guys. A nifty little fall inspired buffalo check leaf pattern throw pillow, a decorative pillow. And this required no sewing whatsoever, just a little glue and some fabric, and we called it a day. This project took me all of maybe 15 minutes with the cutting and gluing, and I just think it was so easy, and I just thought I'd come on here and share it with you guys so that you know you don't have to let these things intimidate you any longer. And if you choose to update your decor and want to upcycle some of your current existing pillows, you don't have to go out and break the bank and necessarily purchase new pillows for every season. You can just upcycle and DIY your own. So I hope you enjoyed this little craft, and I'm glad I was able to share it with you. As always, before I bid you farewell, I like to ask that you give this video a thumbs up if you like what you've seen and you like my share with you today. It will help my channel out a lot. And once again, I will see you back here in my next DIY. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.